Hello, welcome. I'm going to be having a look at Helldivers 2. I think it got a bit of an update recently, and it's been ages since I've seen it. So I'm still on my 9070 XT, but I'm going to have a look, see how it plays. Do the usual 4K, 1440p, 1080p. I'll start with 4K. I also want to have a look at Star Wars Battlefront 2, maybe. I tried and finished installing that last night. Try and maybe have a look at that tomorrow. Player count's been going crazy. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well. We'll see if we can hit 100 likes. So you can see I'm on my 9070 XT. Got that graphics device here. 4K to 3840 by 2160 native. I will switch it to full screen just after I sort the overlay out. This doesn't have any, I think it has its own inbuilt upscaling, doesn't it? It doesn't have like DLSS or FSR. Set everything to the max. I don't really remember how difficult this game was to run. It's been ages since I tried it. Async compute, probably want that on, don't we? While others may experience reduced performance. Put it on first and maybe we can play around with it on and off. Just sort the overlay out. And now that it's sorted out, I'll go to full screen. How do I...
Welcome aboard, Helldiver. The Super Destroyer is yours.
So in this bit, 80 to 90, and obviously it's going to be different in the actual game, so we'll just drop into one.
The ultimate junction of democracy.
There is... How do I get out of this? Here we go. Look, there's like Earth now. So dropping straight into that. Can I? Here we go. Is that the only place? Mega City. Take down overship.
Initiating FTL jump to Super Earth.
How do I get the space in MSI? You need to. It's like you need to do /n,
FTL jump
which in
successful.
code means like new line.
Mission
So
coordinates lost.
if you wanted the space in between
Hellpods
memory
lost.
junction and CPU temp, you need at the end of memory junction the naming. You have to put /n. I think it's /n. Hang on. Which way around? It's the same as like, is it Python that it's like that? Where it's new line? I can't remember off the top of my head. I would show you, but it doesn't pick up. My OBS won't pick it up. Actually, hang on. Oh no, actually, wait, it needs to go at the start. Yeah. I don't know if you can... Yeah, it might... I actually can't even see this myself. Maybe just come back to this on the stream and zoom in, but... If, I can't... Yeah, you see it here?
Helldivers to Hellpods.
I think it's really hard for me to see because it's so small on the screen. But I think this bit here, you can see my naming CPU temp, and it's got a... I can't actually even see which way around it is. Let me look. Yeah, /n. So maybe re-watch this bit of the stream and you'll have to zoom in. That's how you do it though, that just means new line. It's very small, but it goes onto my stream window and I can't actually see it, so it's a little bit difficult. But that'll be enough. If you zoom in on that, you should be able to see it. Where was I? Just drop in, was I? Straight in. Oh no, wait, actually, am I doing this all wrong? Can I just join randoms? How do you even do it? It's been honestly so long since I played this. I forget. Quick play. I thought you could just see random peoples. Hoping to upgrade 3070 to a 9070 XT. Shoo! How much is it though? Am I going to be watching the Real Betis game? I didn't even think about it. I didn't even realise that's tonight. Was it Chelsea? No, I'm not. I'm not going to be. I mean, who cares? Who cares about the Conference League? What losers? Chelsea in the Conference League. Absolute rookie trophy, that one. And I can say that now. I mean, is there any doubt Chelsea won't win that? To be honest, I've got an interview tomorrow, so I need to prep, so I probably won't be watching it anyway, but didn't actually even realise it was tonight. Does that mean... Wait, does that mean Champions League is Saturday? It is Saturday.
Mission coordinates locked.
Here we go.
Hellpods primed.
God, I completely forget how to... orbital? Absolute noobiness. It's honestly probably been a year and a half since I played this game. Maybe not, maybe like a year. It's Pixel, yo! So about 80 to 90 in the spawn area. Oh my god. Oof, under 60 with an explosion like that straight away. Just refresh myself with the controls. So yeah, quite big stutters there as well. Look at my low here, 9 FPS. Big spike in the frame time. We'll see how it plays. At the moment, GPU power maxed out. VRAM about 9 gigs. So actually, VRAM looks very good. Big stutter again, though. What on earth is going on here? I've dropped into just the absolute most mayhem ever. Also, how do I do the stratagems? Get. Is this how I do them? Fast recon. I can't see them behind the overlay. Are we supposed to take that out? Mostly holding about 70 though, average of 71 FPS. It's just the low. I'll keep resetting the lows. We did have some pretty big stutters, but most we dropped was about 55 when there was that huge explosion. So it can do 4K 60, all the graphics maxed, native so no upscaling. That's like, okay. We need to get rid of this ship, I think. I just have absolutely no idea how we do that. Need a RPG or something. Oh, wow. Whoops. I'm going to just kill a teammate. Not quite sure. Enemy ships deployed 6. What are we supposed to do with that though? Just need to make sure you stay out of the way of that. Might be Radeon anti-lag. No, I've got that off. Have that off globally in Adrenaline. So it definitely won't be that. It might be just doing like loading it in some sort of shader or something. Because it looks better now. Are we supposed to go over there?
Tagging back. 1,100 meters. Requesting air support.
I think we have to blow that up. Oh, they got it. There's another one.
Requesting air support.
I think that'll get it.
Dropping a pin. East. 100 meters. Sending in an eagle.
Where's the other one? There we go. What mode is this? I don't know. It's just the it's the new one on Earth. They're like well, they're not robots. They're like aliens or something. It's on Earth. I think it must have been updated recently because I said earlier I haven't actually played this for probably a year, but I know it had quite a biggish update I think recently with new stuff. So I thought I'd have a look at it. Because I've not actually seen it on this GPU either.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Budget depleted.
There it is. So not too bad. 73 average. Did dip down a little bit. When you have those massive explosions, that does drop it a bit. But I can take 70 FPS. Only thing is system RAM looks quite high, 20 gig.
You will forever be remembered as heroes of this metropolis.
Sounds a bit low into the map. Yeah, it seemed to do that a bit, and then it seemed to look a little bit better. So it might just be that each time you drop in to a map. We'll have a look at a different one and see. I think performance is probably going to be fairly similar across maps. It's really going to probably depend on what's happening on the map. So if there's like loads of bugs or like just units in general, it's probably going to drop performance a bit more. Am I streaming with the 9070 XT? No, I have a stream PC, a separate PC.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
Welcome back. Well done.
Because yeah, you get slightly higher FPS in here, as you would expect.
Welcome aboard.
I always thought this area actually looks quite nice. How do we... Is it just the leader who does it?
Helldiver, the super destroyer is ready for your next mission.
Not actually sure. I don't think I can actually select it. Guessing it's the don't want to hang along, return to ship. Yeah, I could try a different planet maybe with loads of bugs and see. Because there did seem like there was quite a fair bit going on that map, but not on the other maps you had. I mean, to be fair, I joined that game halfway through. On some of the other maps, you get really like intense fights when there's like a, I forget what, a breach or whatever, where
Super Earth is
there's
under
like
attack.
loads of bugs and
We
stuff.
have not a single moment to waste.
So I'm assuming this is the robot, isn't it? These are the robots. Maybe just try one of these. Just join
Allied
one.
destroyer coordinates received.
Don't want to wait too long between.
Initiating FTL jump to the new Laria system. FTL jump successful. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed.
9070 XT had dual media engines. Doesn't work together the same. Oh, as in like there's no communication between the two. Yeah, because on NVIDIA GPUs now you have this like on the encoding you have this like split encode, which I'm assuming it splits it across multiple like the workloads. Whereas I'm guessing if it doesn't communicate between the two, then it can't split it like that. So yeah, this map here, obviously a bit more going on here. Look, 50 FPS. So I think certain scenarios you might see it come down a bit. Yeah, there's obviously a lot. There you go, 48. Obviously a lot more going on here. Still not too bad though, considering 4K, everything maxed. It could be worse. Oh, this is actually right at the end, isn't it? Oh, we're probably getting the most hectic bit then. What can I do here? Oh god, how do I do it? I can't quite see it behind the overlay. I might have killed myself with that. I just killed a teammate? How? He was nowhere near that. He was up here and that killed him. He just killed someone else. He landed on someone else.
This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown.
What the hell is going on? Someone else died as well.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Budget depleted.
King G.U.
Extraction complete.
Yeah, I haven't really tried that much streaming from the GPU just because I spent years streaming from the same PC, and honestly it was just so stressful when like the PC crashed and the whole stream would go down. But I'll try and definitely do just one stream where I'll stream from the 9070 XT and just pray that it doesn't crash, because if it crashes obviously the stream goes. Just so we can maybe see the quality and stuff of it. See how much it hits the performance as well, because it'll hit the performance a bit. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well if you haven't already. I'm aiming for 100 likes. I'll in the next one we'll drop, maybe see some of the upscaling. There's not like an insane amount of settings really to test. We could maybe drop maybe first I'll drop the settings down a little bit to maybe like medium. And we'll stay at native, and then I'll check out upscale. I remember upscaling dropping GPU usage a bit on this. So yeah, kind of seeing a little bit of a mixture there. It's going to depend a little bit on the map you're on and what's happening. Could be anywhere from like 50 to maybe 70. I like that armor, the guy. This guy. This one.
Another victory over the Terminid Scourge.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
I don't know if the strategy here is to... Oh, do they kick me out? I think the strategy will just be to just keep finding a new game, I think. Because people faff around a lot in the lobby. I don't want to have to wait too long. Oh, I've been kicked. Great. I was just too good.
Welcome aboard, Helldiver. The
Too good for them.
board needs you.
Bit intimidating, isn't it?
Every sector in the galaxy.
Let's actually try. I'm going to drop into another one on there because that was very quick, wasn't it? Let's just do this.
Allied destroyer
Is the moment
coordinates
for which
received.
democracies will created you.
Mission coordinates.
Do I do
locked.
walkthroughs like games?
Hellpods engaging orbital thrusters.
Is in like where I just play the game?
Orbit synchronized.
Not really. I mean, when I stream, I just sort of play the game anyway. I have, to be fair, on PS5, I did a couple of games where I just played them. Spider-Man 2 on PS5 when it originally came out, and Last of Us 2 as well. Remastered on PS5. I might do. I don't have a PS5 currently. I do want to play. I want to play Death Stranding 2 and maybe Ghost of Yote. Is it? Oh, dude, what the hell? Wait, how do I heal up? How do I heal up? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what the what's the keybind for healing? Oh god, what is it? I don't know what it is, and I can't pause it. V. That's a lifesaver.
Reinforcing.
Got it to yeah. So FPS on this map, 53, a little bit lower.
Have been launched. Reporting to the front.
Graphics quality at the moment, everything's maxed out at the moment. 4K native.
New mag.
Play the game from start to finish. I do play a lot of games. I do complete a lot of games. Claire Obscure though, I didn't really like that game. It's not really my type of game. Like I just would not enjoy playing that whole game. So it probably wouldn't be that much fun to watch.
Requesting supplies.
Performance depends on the difficulty. It does a bit, but I think a lot of the time people put a bit too much weighting on that. It doesn't make it
Calling in an eagle.
a like absurd difference. It doesn't go from like playable to not playable just based on difficulty, if that makes sense. It really depends on what's happening. Like you could be on the hardest difficulty, but if there's nothing going on the map, it won't. Do you see what I mean? You could be on the easiest difficulty, but if there's like a breach, it's going to drop your FPS no matter the difficulty. It might be slightly lower on the hardest because there'll be more units, but it's not like a make or break the game type thing. Did I try it? What, Claire Obscure? Yeah, I streamed it. I streamed it for a good while, I think. Just not really my type of game. I appreciate it looks pretty good. Like the game, I thought the style of game and stuff looked cool. It's just I just wouldn't play it. I'd have to like do it against my will. So should we see if we can drop the graphics a little bit? The issue with this is you have to be a bit quick with it, otherwise I might get attacked. You know, I'm going to drop everything to medium. It's everything here. Apply. So do 4K native still. Set everything to medium. And yeah, that's giving us about 10 to 20 FPS there. It might maybe stutter a little bit, I think. Yeah, it's stuttering a little bit. Might maybe have to restart, to be honest, after changing that. Oh, my ammo. I probably shouldn't waste the ammo on this, should I really? What have we got? That was a waste, actually. This is not even a, So it doesn't, I think the game doesn't actually look that bad at medium settings. It still looks pretty good. Just going to give you... I think this should be fairly consistently over 60. It might maybe in the odd occasion dip under if there's lots going on with some massive explosion like we almost saw on the other map. But on that other map, the Earth one, with these settings, you probably might see 80 to 90.
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
Yo, I will drop down to 1440p in a bit, yeah. Just want to also have a look at upscaling at 4K. Activate artillery. Do you have a Discord server? Yeah, it's in the description. Got to get a 5060? No. No point. Don't think there's really much interest in it, to be honest. I could get the 5060, but it would just be people just saying it was stupid purchase. So I have a TI, so this is like no point really. Dude, those things hit like a truck. Oh, I forget there's friendly fire on this. Oh, I've killed him. It was a bit late. Gotta remember there's friendly fire on this.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
And I've also just shot him.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Dropping back. My life for Super Earth.
Shaded, yeah, I think it's doing the same thing it did in the when I first dropped into the other map. It started for the first couple of maybe 5 minutes, and then it seemed to be a lot better.
Have a taste of democracy. Mag's empty.
What have we got to do here? Find ammo. Oh, there's one more, is there? Is that there? Hovering. Just getting continually, they're going to continually spawn. You got a 5080, nice. How much? An arm and a leg.
Found something.
Battlefront 2, yeah. I might do I installed Battlefront 2 actually. I might try and play it tomorrow, maybe Friday, depending on how much time I got. Because I do actually enjoy that game quite a lot, and it's getting a massive resurgence recently, isn't it? I don't know, was it because it was given away for free or something?
Objective completed.
So yeah, shall we... I'm going to switch it back to the max, and I want to just check out upscaling before we go down to 1440p. Just to see if... because I remember it dropping the usage on this game. This might obviously stutter a little bit again whilst I go back to the max. There's a 550, 600 bottlenecking. What's your GPU usage like? If your GPU usage isn't maxed out or like above 95%, then I would, yeah. Is that the case? Or if it's above that, then I wouldn't worry about it.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate.
Shall I do something with that? I can't. The issue is I can't see the things behind the overlay. Makes it quite hard. In like a quick heat of the moment, I can't see the weapons that I've got. I should maybe just use the oh dude, those things hit crazy. Oh, I thought I got him. That was me, noobiness.
Calling in reinforcements.
Maybe I'll move my overlay down a bit so I can actually see the...
Request approved.
In the heat of the moment,
Reinforcements have been launched.
I can't quite see the directions that I need to press. In those split second, I need to... It's not ideal.
Fire in the hole.
Is this not the one we did we did already? Oh no. Shotgun. Where's my gun? Oh no. Oh, it's the third weapon. Hope that I will help you. What's wrong?
Requesting orbital strike.
So we need to get the eggs, don't we? There's loads there. What the hell?
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
Oh my god, I've just been lasered up. Why does this thing keep lasering me? Not a fan of that.
Throwing grenade.
Did I get that in? Oh, what shot?
Fire in the hole.
You've done your
See if we can get some upscaling on really quick before I get attacked. Where is it? Native. Ultra quality? Quality? See ultra quality first. So ultra quality here. That hasn't really dropped usage, but we're getting a good... Well, we had about 50-55, didn't we? So we're getting about 20 FPS there. Not bad. No noticeable difference in image quality either. That just then was native, but this is with upscaling. Well, upscale it. I think it's just like their own inbuilt one. I don't think it's FSR or anything. Or DLS. There's no DLSS or anything like that. I'm not sure specifically though, because it doesn't say. But it just doesn't say it's FSR, and it doesn't say. Obviously, it wouldn't be DLSS on this anyway. But I remember doing it on an NVIDIA GPU, and there's no indication as to what it is. I think it's just like its own, because this is their own engine, right? If I remember. So yeah, that's pretty good. 75. I mean, you could easily play like that at ultra quality. Because if I go down to here, look, it's just a render scaled thing. I'd probably have to Google it to find out specifically what it was actually doing. But it's not FSR or DLSS or anything like that, or even XeSS. That's given us then another, going there from ultra quality to quality is giving us maybe another 10 to 15 FPS. So we're actually up into the 90s here now, 94. I personally don't really feel like, as long as if I'm in like 70 to 80 range on this game, I feel like that's fine. I don't really feel like I need insane FPS, but obviously probably would feel nicer at like 140 or whatever, but I don't feel like I need it. It's quite nice to have the quality as, you know, high as you can. It's TSR. That makes sense. That would explain as well, because I remember, we'll dip it down a bit, I remember ultra performance on this looking quite bad. Well, like, it starts to like noticeably look a lot worse. I'm out of ammo. That's not good. Which one's the ammo? Resupply.
Throwing supply beacon.
Dude, we're doing it all right now.
Calling in orbital strike.
That is perfect. Look at that.
New mag.
Was it? Maybe it wasn't.
Calling in reinforcement.
No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Mag's empty. New mag.
Boarding to the front.
That's called democracy. Tagging map. West. 100 meters.
That seems like a lot there, doesn't it?
Sending in an eagle.
I never throw stuff as far as I need to. Although that's probably, I think that worked out right. He just ran through the fire. Probably not a good idea. We need to get out of here. Where is the extraction? How do you see the map? Oh, we're actually heading right towards it. What I'll do is once we get into the lobby, we'll drop down to 1440p just because I might have to adjust the stream and stuff, and doing that mid-game when I can't pause it is not a great time.
20 minutes remaining.
Requesting air support.
Oh, that's a big bomb. That was probably... Oh, it's going to kill him. He's dead. Oh. That is incredible I didn't kill him. God, Rover. Probably could drop down the scaler quick to the upscaling just to see how bad it looks. To ultra performance, I mean, sorry. Ultra performance, yeah, look at that. It's really blurry. So I don't recommend that. I think ultra quality, at least at 4K. Yeah, at 1440, but obviously the lower your actual base resolution is, then the presets are going to start looking worse than they are at 4K. This is obviously ultra performance here. You can tell, like, definitely I would not nice FPS we're getting, but it is very blurry. And also our usage, GPU usage has started to come down as well, 94%. I'd mostly try and stick to probably ultra quality or quality, depending on your res. I'll have to have a look at 1440p. I'm surprised that ultra quality looks bad. I wonder how noticeably blurry it is on the stream. Can you tell? As well, call you. I'm good. How are you? Let's go through the swamp.
Extraction is available.
CPU temp 50. Yeah, I mean it's quite. These settings here are quite heavy on the CPU. Like I'm almost at 50% usage, which at 4K is quite high. Normally it's like 20%.
Request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Requesting sentry.
It was 48. Yeah, it's because usage and power consumption's gone up because we're basically going more and more CPU bound. The more we go down those presets. I see my usage now on the GPU go to 86%, so dropping that down more and more, and then if you were to drop all your settings to low as well, just making it more and more CPU bound.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
As Wilco, you're good, nice. I might get a Can I get a napalm? Oh, I don't have it. Do I have it? I do have it. I just can't see. Sometimes I'm guessing what the combination is. Should probably get some ammo as well. Is that ammo?
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
We need that ammo. That napalm will protect us a bit. Yeah, just you can see how blurry it is, look. It's really bad. So I probably wouldn't recommend doing this.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Can't even see what I'm shooting at, I'm just shooting.
T-minus 20 seconds.
And still somehow hitting stuff.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
4 seconds. Where is it landing?
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
I'm scared it's gonna land. If it lands on top of you, it kills you, doesn't it?
Countdown
Boom.
initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Sending in an eagle.
Extraction complete.
Making the jump to PC at the end of the year, nice. Have you got any specific specs in mind?
Carved another foot in the long climb to liberty.
$9800X 3D reaches 70-90% usage on this game. I've only ever seen this CPU hit that like maybe once or twice. We definitely we hit that in Last of Us when it was doing the shaders. It hit like 95%, and then I saw it in one other game, but I'm trying to think what it was. I hit like 90% in one other game, but it was like 1080p low, ultra performance upscaling, so it was like the most CPU you could make it.
Allied destroyer.
Right, we'll go down to 1440p now, just so I can have a sec. Yeah, look how blurry that is. My guy is just absolutely covered in blood.
Always good to have another
Yeah, look how
hero.
blurry it is in here. Especially when moving around. Let's get rid of that straight away. Let me see if it's... what does balance look like? Just out of curiosity, I'll see it in here. That's still very high FPS, isn't it? Even at balance. I would say it looks okay. I think you can notice, though. This is almost when you can definitely start to tell. See this on the railings up there? When I'm moving, look. You can really tell. Let's go to 1440p. It might break my stream. Or maybe not. Go native. So 1440p native. And then graphics wise, we'll do everything maxed at first. Ultra and high. I do actually have that async compute on. Does anyone know if how much that affects? I mean, I forgot to try with it switched off. I'll try this. I'll try and remember this time, and we'll check just to see the performance difference between the two. I do want to just make the overlay a bit smaller.
Urban fighting.
Oh wow.
Multiple fronts. Superstone Park has been destroyed.
That FPS don't look good, does it? That frame time don't look good. Is this a restart, maybe?
Engaging orbital thrusters.
It didn't like when I alt-tabbed. It did not like that at all, did it? It's not supposed to be like that, surely not.
Orbit synchronized.
Might have to reboot. Because that is not looking good, bruv. Yeah. The state of that frame time is an absolute
Welcome aboard, Helldiver. I look forward
disgusting.
to serving with you.
It was one of yours. Oh. Wait, what? That looked like it fixed then. Did you see that? I'm trying to find the place. It fixed for like a split second. Oh. No! What on earth is going on? That's actually one of the worst frame times I think I've ever seen.
Announcement system test. Freedom.
That's even worse than when you have multi-frame generation on.
Independence.
Oh,
Manage
no!
democracy. Test
It fixes for like a split second and then it's just an absolute mess again. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but that's a disgrace. That is an absolute disgrace to look at. I'm going to restart. Oh, look, and it fixes just before I restart. Did it do that when I changed from 4K to 1440p before I alt-tabbed? I didn't notice. Was it the alt-tabbing that did it? I don't think... When I originally switched the res, I don't think it was doing it, was it? I'll have to watch the stream back. Give me a sec. I'm going to actually just change... I'm going to change it on Windows. So then when I full screen it, I'll boot the game back. It's not looking good, Brev. No, Croft, Joel. There is frame generation. No, there's not. No. At least not officially, like natively supported within the game. There isn't. You could probably use fluid motion frames. I would guess. Could try and enable that, but you won't be able to see it because MSI won't pick it up. But
Super Earth, our home. Prosperity.
I forgot about this intro. Okay, fingers crossed. It's sorted itself out. That looks better, doesn't it? I think it's just I alt-tabbed it for some reason. It didn't like that. Because once I did that, it was an absolute mess. Just check the 2560 1440. Yeah, native, so native 1440p. I'm just going to check it's not changed any of my settings. Everything ultra. I have actually got motion blur on. Get rid of that. I didn't even notice that was on. Try and drop straight in. 140, 150 FPS in this lobby bit though.
War waits for no one.
It'll obviously be a bit less. Should we try? Can I even do? Can we do any of these other? Should we try this one?
Allied coordinates locked.
There is fluid motion frames. Yeah, that's what I said. Fluid motion frames probably from the driver level, but nothing supported officially within the game. So like nothing, no frame generation you can actually switch on in the game settings. So no FSR3 or DLSS or anything. DLSS frame generation.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed.
I don't. How do I get rid of it? Get rid of it. How do I get rid of it? How do I get rid of one? Okay, that's fine. What time is the Chelsea game? Is it at 8? What is it, 8? Oh god. So FPS difference is massive. Yeah, I mean that was the oh my god. That was the lobby though, so 140, 150 in the lobby, but in the game, oh my god. What the hell is happening?
Another diver for the call.
What is going on? Oh, is it mines? Am I running over mines? I think maybe that's what happened. It looks like there's one there. In the lobby, yeah, 140, 150. In the actual game itself, it's more like 100, 110, which is still quite an increase. I mean, it's almost double the FPS we had at 4K. Bearing in mind, depending on the map, it was maybe 50 to 70 in that range. So, dude, I'm scared to run around here. So yeah, still quite a big increase going to 1440p. Obviously, this card is going to suit 1440p a little bit more. So you're going to see it in there. Hopefully not too many drops down under 100 really, which is pretty acceptable I think for this game. Like it's going to be fine playing at 100 FPS.
New mag.
Lows look pretty good as well. Once you've dropped in and it's sort of loaded the map almost, it feels like. The lows are fine. Power though is not down that much, still like 327. That's pretty much maxed. 310. Maybe drop a little bit. RAM though as well seems still really high, 21 gig. It was like 21 gig at 4K. Still really high. I was going to try and call him in, but I really don't like these mines.
New mag.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Try fluid motion for 8. Yeah, the issue is you won't. It won't look any different to you. You won't. MSI doesn't pick it up, so there'd be no point right now.
I'm on it.
The FPS will look exactly the same. The only way to demonstrate fluid motion frames is with the AMD overlay, and you can't. I wouldn't be able to. I can't capture that in OBS. It's blocked. So on a live stream, I'd have to record a video because I could switch motion frames on here, but it'll just still say 110. It won't look like it's working.
I'll handle the terminal.
Reinforcing.
It's interesting because it uses a lot of system RAM, but
Has prevailed.
it doesn't really use much VRAM at all. 7.4. Even 4K was really low. Yep, he's just gone into another mine.
Another diver for the cause.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Any more mines?
Ready to live.
What cooler I'm using? It's in the description, but it's a Leon Lee Galahad Trinity 2. Another mine.
Throwing grenade.
I want to know who put those mines down. Not sure if it would work. Yeah, no, it. So basically, it's
New mag.
I'm using game capture. Like I've tried it before. I can try and do a video, but basically, I won't faff around with it because I've done it on stream before, and I spent like an hour trying to get it working, and it didn't work. I'm using a capture card as well, though, so when I've tried it before, it's just not worked. It only worked for videos for me. Trying to live stream it didn't work. And even then, I think I had to, yeah, like you said, I had to do window capture, which doesn't work for me on my capture card to do it live, but I could do it on a video if you see what I mean. It's just a little bit of a faff to get working, and I don't really want to spend like a lot of the stream trying to faff around with it, you know.
Extraction is available.
Pretty good FPS though. Average 110, 0.1% lower 90. Seems fairly stable at that. Even in the big combat bits, it seems to. It does dip a little bit closer to 100, but it doesn't really drop under. Is Adrenaline software better than Shadowplay? I don't even think is it even called Shadow? I think it's just the NVIDIA app now. To be honest, I don't really think there's much in it between the two in terms of recording stuff. I prefer NVIDIA purely because you can record at a higher bit rate than you can on Adrenaline. So obviously you can get better quality doing it, but
I got the terminal.
in terms of the two between the two, I don't really. They both work. So I don't really have any specific preference, I don't think.
Mag. Engaging terminal.
Only issue I do have with Adrenaline is a lot of the time it just doesn't open. Sometimes you have to restart the whole PC.
Allied destroyer.
And I've not really had that issue too much before, because I've obviously used Adrenaline for a while. But in like the last maybe three or four drivers ago, it started for me, and I just sometimes when I try and open Adrenaline, it just never opens.
North.
I have to either restart the PC or just wait like 10 minutes and then it finally opens. It's a bit weird.
I'm on the terminal.
Especially if I'm in a game. So like now, if I'm in a game and I try and open it, so a lot of the time it just doesn't open. I have to like go back to the Windows, quit the game.
Get some!
Doesn't always happen, but I've noticed that recently. I think maybe it's just a bug or something.
New mag.
Skid, you subbed. Nice, thanks.
Calling down a sector.
I want to shoot that. Should we try and drop... Let's drop everything to medium now, because I think I've got a split second I can do it whilst they're protecting me. Go medium. This will hopefully be quite a boost in FPS. Might stutter a little bit as well at first. Okay, fair bit. Maybe not as much as I thought. I thought maybe we'd get 140, 150.
Northeast, 200 meters.
Almost, well, we're almost breaking 140.
Democracy has landed.
Task manager. Oh, as in you just end task. Yeah, that doesn't always work for me. Sometimes I have to full restart my PC. Like nothing seems to work. I think maybe it's just a bug introduced like fairly recently because I didn't really have that issue before. It might even just be my Windows or something. It might be conflict with some like a Windows update or something. Because I don't really have that issue with anything else. I don't think it's literally just adrenaline. Should we chuck a? I don't think we can close this hole, can we? Okay. I'm not sure what that was. Was that my grenade? That felt a bit severe for the grenade. See, you're seeing it stutter a lot here just because I changed the graphics. That's all that is.
T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Requesting air support.
I think that was a bit of a waste. Oh, I've just chucked that. Holy moly. So yeah, a bit of a gain going to medium. Maybe 20 FPS, 20, 25 FPS on average. They're just fully running for the
ETA, T-minus
extraction.
1 minute.
Eva, you subbed as well. Thanks, I appreciate it. What'd I say, 37? Oh, I've just run over another mine. I wasn't even looking.
Calling in reinforcements.
Who's chucking those mines down? That's a nightmare. What'd I say, 3070 Ti is Ti A9070 XT would be a better upgrade. A better upgrade compared to what? I mean, it's a good upgrade, yeah. But are you comparing it to something else?
ETA, T-minus 20 seconds.
Pegasus with the 199, thanks. I appreciate it. Yo, how's it going? Favorite Brit boy? You what, Mush?
T-minus 10 seconds.
Long live the Queen? The Queen's not alive. Thanks, though.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing. Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
That turret is doing bits. Oh, it's hitting the crate. Look.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Liberty smiles upon your triumph.
Your problem with AMD is they take so long to implement technologies. Yeah, it can be a bit like that, but I think AMD's way better than it used to be. It's definitely not. I think if you're going to compare it to Nvidia for that, Nvidia are very good at like getting all of that stuff out. But I think it's just a much bigger company. They have much more people, you know, they have more employees, everything. So like, it's just easier to do it. But I think AMD's way better now than they used to be. Like, it used to be. I feel like FSL4's been like okay-ish. There's been quite a few games on release that had it, and newer games are getting it like straight away. It's definitely not to the same level, I don't think, but it's way better than like 3. FSL 3 was like, that took forever to get into some games. By the time it came out into some games, we already had 4, so it was like, well, that was pointless. Hopefully it can only get better.
Mission complete. Sample
Shall we... I'll go back to Ultra. Go back to Ultra settings and check out some upscaling on this as well. I think it might, at 1440p, start dropping the usage a little bit more. Might maybe start seeing the 80%. What a nub. What's that? I don't even know what that means. Is that an English word? 1080p, yeah, we'll check that in a sec. I'm going to check out upscaling at 1440p and then we'll switch it down. Quickest way, we'll just join another game straight rather than wait ages. FSR Override also has some issues still not working with Game Pass. Yeah, I'm lucky because I don't use Game Pass, so I haven't really had those issues. But I did have that exact issue in Oblivion.
welcome aboard, Helldivers. Look forward to serving.
Remake. Yeah. I couldn't get FSR 4 working to me. I had to. Well, I could get it working for a bit, and it was I had to mess around with the like you say, the exe files, which yeah is a bit of a pain. And even then, when I messed around with it, at one point it stopped working again. That's the only game I've had that issue though.
The bugs are a plague.
But I have heard it's worse on Game Pass stuff that I don't really use.
Allied destroyer
Game Pass, so
coordinates received.
I might have got lucky with that.
Initiating FTL jump to the new Laria system.
Nvidia has the pockets to exclusivize their features.
Jump complete.
Yeah, but I mean AMD also has exclusive games. A lot of the console games are
Help us
specifically that, aren't they? And even then, you just have games that swing both ways. Like, there's games that run way better on AMD GPUs. And vice versa. Like, for example, like Last of Us Part 2. That run, like, really well, I think, on AMD. And it was, like, quite stuttery on NVIDIA GPUs, that. It felt like way more tailored to AMD. That guy just shoot me. So this whoa, hang on, the FPS here. This map's brutal. I don't even have everything maxed out. Everything's set to ultra and high now. 1440p native. Okay, so there just really seems like a big difference in performance depending on the map you're on. 80 FPS here, so this is like 20 FPS lower than the other map. So this map at 4K would probably be like 45. Oh no, it was, wasn't it? It was like 45, 50. That's crazy. Crazy how different it can be from like map to map when there's just not really even much going on. Hitting in the 90s now is a little bit better. How much was the 9070 XT without VAT? God, I don't know. It was about... Total price was like I think it was like 780 or something. Like, and that's pounds. But that's obviously including everything, tax. I think even with the postage as well, it was maybe another like £5 on top of that. 10 quid for next day. So that's probably a good like what's that, like 900 to 950 USD probably. It's quite a lot. That was day one though. I don't know actually. I don't actually know. I think you can. You can just definitely be able to get them cheaper now in the UK, but you should be able to. Otherwise, I'll be a little bit worried. Wait, that fire not really work?
Freedom forever! Sending out an SOS!
They quit. I'm on my own. I've just realised.
Deploying equipment package.
Don't want to stand too close. Let's try some upscaling then. So ultra quality. We'll see what that looks like. Ultra quality there. I think it should look okay. Doesn't look too bad. What model of 97XT? Gigabyte Gaming. Does this game have FSR 4? No, it doesn't have FSR. It doesn't even have DLSS either. It has, well, it seems to be TSR.
Found something!
Underground. Wait, you can dig? How do I do that? I've never done this before. Interesting. So yeah, ultra qualities maybe giving us, yeah, maybe 10 to 20 FPS. FPS is going to be lower on this, so maybe we'll check out on the another map, similar map to what we did at 1440p, just so we can get a bit more of a good comparison. So we're comparing across sort of two different maps, which do seem to have different performance. Game looks good. Yeah, 1440p overall, I think it would be fine. You could play it, you know, at the complete max natively. You'll be at playable frame rates. Obviously, it's going to depend what you consider as playable, but it'll be above 60 easily. Nice digging. Thanks, Mush.
I found something.
You're gonna get it again. Look at the speed. Where have I got to do? What is that? Not quite sure what I'm digging for. Is this upscaled? Yeah. Ultra quality, the highest preset at the moment.
Sub-objective near your location.
Oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to drop an absolute big boy. Big boy. Let's hope there's actually enemies over there. Yeah, there we go. Easy.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining. Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
Helldiver lost.
Whoa!
Placement.
What?
Request approved.
What the hell? That was like one hit.
Ready to liberate.
That is crazy. Oh, there's no way I'm going to do this.
How about a nice cup
We
of
might as well
liberty?
go back to the other map when I die, and we can compare the performance a bit more like for like. Shall I just napalm myself?
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Actually kind of worked out right.
Objective critical stratagem available.
How do I get up to where I need to go? How do I get... Oh, here we go. Those things are crazy.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Cool down. Wait, what? Is that up there? Into hatch. Is it that bit or this?
Gotta fix this liberty-forsaken arm!
Easy. Oh, damn it.
One step closer to mission completion.
Get me out of here. Should probably heal myself. Just run. Run it. Let's if I can I drop really quickly quickly drop this a bit more balanced. I think you'll probably start seeing performance look yeah, see it actually sort of negatively. It doesn't give us that much, maybe another 20, but it starts to, quality-wise, it looks pretty bad. Probably try and leave it at ultra quality, or maybe quality at the lowest, even at 1440p. I'm going the complete wrong way. Evacuate citizens. There's going to be no way that I can do this. Oh, this is where we were already, isn't it? How do I start? Oh, there we go. I think I might maybe join another map just so we can see the you know what, I might do it. I want to go back to the other map and just see 1440p quick before we drop it down.
Liberty's enemies
To,
march ever closer.
To 1080p, just because... What map was it? It was this map, wasn't it? There was quite a big jump in FPS.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
So I want to just try and get a bit more of a accurate idea of the difference between the...
Initiating FTL jump to the Veld system.
The FPS, because we had 100 or so on the first map. We had about 80 on the other map.
Jump complete. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime.
This game is an amazing one with this from the last few years. Yeah, I haven't actually probably played it for like a year, I don't think. I was playing it with some friends like a year ago and it was quite good fun, but I feel like it gets a bit stale.
The uncontrolled spread of the terminants and
Oh, so I've got upscaling on again here, haven't I? I want to go back to ultra quality and just get a rough idea. Yeah, see, it's like way more FPS on this map. It's a good like 20 to 30 FPS more on this map than the other one. So I guess just bear that in mind when you're playing.
Get some! Get some!
What do I think about this GPU for 4K in general? Well, it's not really like an out-and-out 4K GPU. It's going to depend. Like, if you're... There are a lot of games it can do natively. Like, you know, this game it can do... Probably its overall average 4K on this is going to be pretty much bang on 60 if you play with everything maxed out, and that's native 4K as well. Which technically is playable, you know, I could play it like that. But there will just be some bits where you'd maybe dip to like 45 or something. And then that's just this game. Like a majority of games you won't be able to get 60, not natively. So you have to either drop the graphics, or if you're happy to use FSR and stuff, you could do it at 4K. But it's not going to be like an out and out native 4K GPU. And obviously ray tracing, like, completely not. There's like no way you'll be playing it at 4K.
on my position.
Only way would be maybe to, if you had maybe medium ray tracing or something, but you'd also then definitely need like upscaling. Like there's no way you'd be doing that natively. So it depends. There's no like specific rule where it's like this can do everything at 4K 60, but to be fair, I don't think there's any GPUs that can really do that. Even if 5090, if you put it to 4K with path tracing, it's not going to be doing it anywhere near 60. In like every scenario, there's no GPU that will do that, I don't think. But I guess raster, so no ray tracing. The 5090s, you know, for 4K, it's fine. You'll be over 60. Maybe the odd game you won't, to be fair, but majority.
Charging in an eagle!
Dude, I'm gonna just chuck everything I got. Oops. Let me go to Ultra Performance here as well and see how bad it looks. Oof, no. That is not good. How blurry that is.
T-minus 20 seconds.
I think this playing like this would actually hurt my eyes after a while.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone.
Yeah, I would not recommend this at all.
Pelican 1, landing
Although we're getting 140 FPS, usage like 86%, so you end up not really utilizing the GPU fully, so there's kind of absolutely no point in running with this, really.
countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
There's just nothing good about it. It looks terrible. It doesn't really give you that great FPS.
You have
Drop your
maintained
usage.
our way of life.
What's the recommended resolution? I mean, I'd probably aim to get like a 1440p, 144 hertz. It's going to depend what technologies you want to use. Like, if you're using frame generation and stuff, obviously there'd be more FPS there, but realistically, if you were to max everything at 1440p and you were playing natively, you're not going to be getting... You can make the most of 144 because you'll be obviously way above 60. So the alternative would be to get a 60 hertz, but for 1440p and like, you know, this game we're at like 100 at 1440p native with everything maxed between 80 and 100, so you're still, you know, you're making the most of a... You're still getting extra frames there. I'd probably aim for 144. Even if you then add some upscaling quality or something, you gain another 20, so you could be at 120 or so. It's going to depend on the game, like I say, but... Mark, good morning, yo. Good morning. Are we in the future or in the past? I think you're in the future, aren't you? They've kicked me. Hey, it's alright, because we'll drop down to 1080p. Does multi-frame generation feel laggy? Yeah, again, it depends. I'm not really answering questions very well, but it's because there's not really like an exact answer. Like, in most scenarios, no. But you could definitely make it lag. Like, if you're in Cyberpunk, you do say 4K, you're native, you've got path tracing on, and you're at like 20 FPS or whatever. I'm thinking of the 5090, it'd probably be maybe like 25 FPS. You'll probably feel it be laggy if you switch like 4 times frame generation on. But in like another situation, if you maybe had... It also depends on the game as well. Some games feel like absurdly laggy. But it depends on your base FPS. If your base FPS is going to be at like 20 or 30, the chances of it being laggy are probably high. But I think that's the same with any frame generation. There are other games too where I think if you're at 30 or 20 and you won't feel any lag. Like, it just really depends on the game and the settings you're using. And if you're doing it native or if you're doing it with like DLS upscaling or something, like, it depends. It's going to be less laggy. It'll always add some latency. A lot of the time it's like you won't even notice though. Alright, I'm going to go to 1080p. Like, I do feel like multi-frame generation, or just frame generation in general, I think is blown out of proportion a bit of like the amount of lag. Like, you're recommended to not do it if you have really low FPS. So if you do it with really low FPS and it's really laggy, that is kind of, I mean, we know that's like a known thing, but people still like say it's super laggy. But if you follow the recommendations, I've never really experienced it be laggy. You'd probably notice more maybe in like a really fast FPS game or something, but I never really use it in that. Like if you were to do it in COD or something and you play COD a lot, you could maybe probably tell. But I just wouldn't recommend it in games like that anyway. I'm going to just have to reboot the game really quick because we changed the res, and last time it kind of broke the game a bit, didn't it? So I'll do it quick now. Congrats on the team winning. Oh, at Tottenham. Yeah, no, I know. They absolutely smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Johnson again, ole, ole. BookOS, yo. Sorry, I'm just rebooting the game. Because last time when I switched from 4K to 1440p, it gave me the most insane frame time I've ever seen. I need to lower, make the...
Super Earth. Our home. Prosperity. Liberty.
Oh, almost thought I'd crash then. So 1080p, 1080p native, everything maxed. We'll do the same, so we'll drop the settings and stuff. We'll play through a little bit like this. Already, though, it's a little bit worrying because usage is 93% and we're not even in the actual proper game yet. So I reckon that would be less once we drop in.
Helldiver.
Can I do the big city? Is in like the Earth.
Next mission.
This one.
Allied destroyer.
I think we had quite a good performance on this. It didn't seem to be too bad.
Initiating FTL jump to Super Earth.
Are you saying that from my chanting? Man United are going to get relegated next year. I honestly don't think you realise
Coordinates locked.
how bad it's going to be.
Hellpods primed.
Could you imagine?
Countless high liberty citizens call this city home. Defend their property.
What do I think the 5016 Ti? They're okay. I mean, I've got the Ti we played that a little, didn't we? Obviously the 16 gig. I mean, it seemed okay. I think this gen overall is not really that. It's not really like that impressive compared to last. I don't know if there's much to really say on it. It's just like a little bit like just okay-ish. Not worth it probably, a lot of it, if you're coming from a 40 series, but if you're coming from maybe 30, it's a bit more worth it. I've just been absolutely wrecked. 5060, I'll be honest, I've not even really looked at it. I don't even... Is it... Wait, is it out? Or... I've honestly not even been following it. I've been quite busy recently. And just not even... 19th. It came out on the 19th of May. It's already out. I honestly was, like, not even paying any attention whatsoever. I saw it... I saw, like, some videos online of, like, the... How am I dead again? Oh, I'm not dead. Of, like, the 8 gig. I'm really hoping next gen we don't still get 8 gig stuff, but... Like, that in itself kind of seems... It almost feels like just a refresh type thing. As opposed to, like, an actual... How is it priced, though? I've not even seen the pricing. 270 quid. Oh, no, that's the 4060. Why can't I see the price?
Their lives were in our hands.
5060. 270 quid. I mean, it's not the like worst. I mean, obviously it's probably could be less, but compared to a 4060, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're in the market, if you already had a 40, it's probably less worth upgrading. Whereas if you had an older GPU, there's probably more. It's more worthwhile. Kind of the same with 5090 and just all the GPUs in general. Like, if you had a 4090, it's kind of... It's not like the most insane upgrade, really. But, you know, if you're coming from like a 3090 or something, you're going to see a much bigger... 5060 is 30 more than the 4060. That's what I mean. I don't think it's priced that badly compared to 40 series. Here, I saw some of that at the same price. Depends how much weighting you want to put on stuff like multi-frame generation. If that's like if something you might use, then $30 probably would be worth it.
Watching sentry.
Yeah, so usage here, yeah, 87% is kind of roughly what we thought, wouldn't it? Compared to the lobby area. It's not really going above 90, is it? Getting 120, 130 though, so still a little bit of an increase of performance compared to 1440p. We're still gaining sort of 20, probably 20, 25 FPS on average. We are just missing out on about 15% performance here though. Power's down quite a bit, 230, 240, purely because we're not, you know, we're not actually even fully utilizing the GPU.
Last reload.
4090 to 5090 is a big jump in 4K. Not really, no. I wouldn't say it's a big jump. There is a little bit of an increase in FPS, but it's nowhere near the same jump as from like a 3090 to a 4090. Uploading data to Super Earth's mainframe. That doesn't look good.
Found something.
Where are they spawning?
Watching sentry.
Another triumph for managed democracy. May liberty guide your safe destruction.
How's the card at 1440p? Not bad. It depends on the map you're on. It could really be anywhere from 80 to 110, really, is the main. Varies map to... What the hell? I've just broken both my legs. What on earth? Yeah, so some maps we saw it was about 80 FPS, others it might be like 100. tell you what, system RAM is still absurdly high for 1080p. System RAM doesn't seem to change, does it? 21 gig no matter the res. Dude, I'm getting off here. Oh my god. Oh, we definitely got off of there.
Extraction is available.
New mag.
What's going on here?
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Is it power limited? What, this GPU? No. No. It's using less power here because we're at 1080p. It's not fully utilizing the GPU.
Our citizens depend on you for their safety.
Oh, damn, that like hurt. Oh, God. That hurt me like way more than I thought it would. I've also got no ammo.
Calling down a sentry.
Last reload.
I don't like this thing. Oh my god. No! I wasn't paying attention at all. 4070 Ti Super, should you stick with the COD upgrade? Upgrade to what? What would you be upgrading to? I don't really understand what we've got to do here. Do we need to just get to here? I feel like there's so much going on this. I don't actually even know what extraction. We just got to extract. Oh, is it just the same as the other maps? So you can go to the...
Calling in orbital strike. Orbital inbound.
Nope, we're not running into that again.
Illuminate. Northeast. 50 meters.
5080 for 1440p.
Requesting orbital.
Outpost destroyed.
Dropping a pin. West. 300 meters.
That's quite a lot.
Follow me.
Oh my god, there's vehicles? What the hell? Oh, here we go. He's left the other guy behind. Now,
Marking location. West. Illuminate.
sorry, my OBS crashed. I think we should be back.
We're in our
Oh no, shot my ally.
Reinforcing.
Can I get on the gun?
Requesting orbital.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Is that that? No!
Democracy has landed.
Reinforcing!
AMD overlay is better than MSI Afterburner. I don't know. I don't think so. The good thing about MSI Afterburner is you can pull in like stats from HW info and stuff. Like there's an unlimited amount of stats you can pull into it. You're kind of limited on AMD overlay to like just the specific ones. I think it's much easier to just add like endless different stats to MSI.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Requesting sentry.
Found something.
Why doesn't he go to the extraction? Oh, he is. What on earth?
New mag.
There's like 30 different overlay options. Yeah, but if you have it hooked into the like DLLs in MSI, you could literally have hundreds and hundreds of different stats. Like, you're not able to be that granular in AMD. I'm not saying AMD's bad, but you can be way more granular. You can add, like, unlimited amount of stuff in MSI from other DLLs. Like, you can't do that in AMD. Like, there's much more of a range of stats you can have. Same with NVIDIA one, too. You still have a limit to how much you can have in there. Like I can go into HW info and literally pull in any stat that's recording on my whole PC, like granular to like motherboard, some random temperature recording on like my motherboard. Like you can't do anything like that on AMD. Skater ride, yo!
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Calling in orbital strike.
Oh my goodness. Where are they coming in from?
T-minus 30 seconds.
New mag.
T-minus 20 seconds.
Dude, this whole city's... Oh my god.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
Clear landing zone.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup. New mag. Pelican 1 landing in progress.
Is GPU stock? Yeah, it's the overclocked variant though. So it's overclocked out of the box.
Countdown initiated. Stand by
But
for takeoff.
at this current point, I don't have anything manually done. Manually overclocked.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Where in England does local PP vacay?
You leave a more free city than you found.
I'm not... Does local PP? What does that... Oh, people. Where in England does local people vacation? Is that... Sorry, I'm old. I think that's what you're asking. I haven't really been on holiday. Like, I don't really go on I just go on like weekend trips really, but I don't really go anywhere specific, and I haven't really been away anywhere in a while. When I was younger, I used to go to Devon. My family loads. Used to go to France quite a bit, south of France, Spain. As like, they're like, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. I don't really take, you know, when you're a kid and you go with a family, you go away for like a week. I don't really do holidays like that anymore. I just go away for like, you know, I'll go to Berlin for the weekend or something for like 3 days, you know. It's not like a holiday in like the conventional sense. It's like a, I don't know. It's like a visit as opposed to like a holiday, but where, yeah, you're not like, I consider holiday like you go to Spain for like a week and you at the beach or something and you do just that for a week. I don't really do holidays like that. I have to be doing something. Traveling around, or like I can't just do nothing.
Take command of the galaxy's liberation.
Let's just actually drop in. I want to drop in another map. That's not the city, because we know performance is going to be a little bit less, I think, on one of the others. So we'll try and check out another planet quick as well. But to be fair, I'd probably, if I was going to do a holiday, yeah, probably Spain or Italy or something. To be fair, actually, the last like holiday like that I probably did, I went to Greece. I went to Mykonos for like a week. That was probably like the last holiday like that I did, where I basically didn't really do anything. Apart from just like at the pool and stuff. But that was like, when was that? That was before COVID. 2019 maybe? I would go back. That's pretty nice there. I also want to go to the Canary Islands, or is it like Gran Canary? I know lots of people go there and it looks pretty good. I've not been there. I'd probably go there for like a week maybe and do that.
The war rages on.
That's quite like a popular destination, I think, isn't it? See if we can try and join. Just want to check out one of these planets as well, because no performance can be a little different.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
Dresden.
Helldiver. The super destroyer is ready.
I know
for your next
of it.
mission.
I've not been. I've been to Dortmund and I've been to Berlin. I really want to go to Munich. Just like Bavaria, it looks really nice. Isn't Dresden over that way? It's not in Bavaria, is it? But it's like, it's like not far from Berlin, is it? Or am I just, is my geography like way off?
Health Pods Prime.
Didn't Dresden get bombed? Dresden got bombed like really badly, didn't it, in the war, I think? I'm pretty sure it had like the worst. Oh, it is quite. Oh, okay, yeah, it's not like that far from Berlin, is it?
Reinforcements on the way.
This is it. This is the solemn duty for which you were born.
Yeah, wasn't Dresden was the city that got like bombed? Like, was it the worst? After war, yeah, it was like right at the end or like just after, wasn't it? That's kind of odd, that. They just did it for no reason. Or rebuilt. Yeah, that's what I imagined, because I went to Rotterdam, and that's the same, where it was like, it was bombed pretty badly, wasn't it? And so like there's not really anything old there. Everything, like all the buildings are like really new. It's odd places like that, because you do get the odd random building that is just really old, but it's in between just like brand new buildings.
joining the fray.
I remember there's one building in Amsterdam like that where it's like it was just hit by there's this one building in between all these old buildings and it's like brand new, and it's because it was just, I even think it was like British maybe, they were flying back and they like had to shed weight or something, so they dropped a bomb. They thought they were over the ocean, which obviously maybe it looked like that, but they weren't, and I think it hit that building, and it's just this one building that's just brand new and the rest around it are all like old. It's kind of crazy to see it.
Bug tunnel free.
So yeah, performance on this map is actually, well, it's a little bit better GPU usage wise. We're not, doesn't seem like we're so CPU bound. It is obviously still not perfect, 92%, 94%, but it's not the 85% we had. I've got to stop running in front of the turrets.
Fire in the hole!
It is still, I think I've actually got, have I got, no I don't, it looks kind of, it looks quite fuzzy at 1080p. It almost looked like I had upscaling on.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
So upscaling's probably not going to do that great for us at this res.
Bug tunnel free. New mag. Hurry up forever!
76%. I can't shoot that one. There's a lot of this going on in this game. They're just like floating stuff. Oh, I want to shoot that. Oh, I was worried it was going to hit them.
New mag. Last reload.
There's so many. So you're seeing it on the smoke quite badly. It's quite fuzzy.
Get some! Get some! New mag.
96%.
Bug tunnel breach.
Boom.
Now head to the extraction point.
NVIDIA drivers bad. I hear people having quite a lot of issues with them. I haven't had any issues personally with them, but I do hear people having issues with them.
Landing in progress.
He's just put an orbital strike on top of us.
Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction complete.
No! Wait, did he kill? Did he kill us?
Democracy prevails
He
once.
said I died, but then I was alive. Oh, I think I did die. No. I'll try upscaling quick as well, whilst we're at 1080p and see what it does.
Welcome aboard, Helldiver.
I've got a cutscene. Oh, I thought that was like a full-on cutscene. We didn't, it's a good point actually, we didn't see, before I do upscaling, maybe try out medium, did we do that? I don't think we did. I got a little bit caught up in the game. It's hard to change because you can't pause it mid-game, so it's always a little bit... Oh, I didn't check out async compute either, I need to do that. I'm always worried I'm not safe to be able to go into the menu and change stuff.
Allied destroyer coordinates received. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters.
I don't really use that. The
Orbit
guard dog.
synchronized.
What's the difference between the guard dog and the guard dog rover? Try that out. It's Brandon 9070. Gigabyte Gaming. It should in the description, if you click on that link, it should take you to the exact model, unless maybe that link is it's the Gigabyte Gaming overclock though. How much do they go for now? 670, 680? Oh, look at that one. The XFX Mercury, that looks good. Oh god, I'm getting eaten. That's 720 quid.
Requesting air support.
Oh god. I need to stop looking at oh my god. Probably not the best time to look at GPU prices. So 1080p medium, I thought maybe it'd bottleneck it more. 95% usage, so it doesn't seem to affect that much. They are getting about 150 FPS now, though. That's quite a quite a good increase of FPS.
Look out, post! Reinforcing!
I'll get my rover.
Outpost destroyed.
Point me to the enemy.
Fairly stable around that 150 as well. 0.1% lower 110, so pretty decent. I'm not sure. Let me know, I guess, if you'd use this GPU to play in 1080p. I feel like most people probably it's 1440p. I wonder what the split is. Maybe I should do a poll.
New mag!
Got a lot of power though. 300 watts at 1080p is pretty wild. I know we know power consumption on this is quite high, unless you undervolt it. Just seeing it, like, let it run, though, it's, it can use quite a lot.
Found something. Mag's empty.
Terminate outpost destroyed. Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver.
New mag.
Can I not chuck a grenade in there? Is there even a hole? Or is just a breach? Betis the one near that. Oh dear. Is it, wait, Anthony, is he playing? He plays for Betis now, doesn't he? God, I tell you what, if Chelsea lose... The thing is I absolutely hate Chelsea, right? Obviously as a Tottenham fan, but I don't know any Chelsea fans. I actually don't know a single Chelsea fan. So it's kind of pointless, because I can't... You know what I mean? I can't take the piss. I know quite a few Arsenal fans. Most of the people, it's like Arsenal, United, or Liverpool. There's like a majority of people I know. Or Pompey. I don't know any Man City fans.
Calling down objective equipment.
Democracy delivered.
What the hell? They're invisible. And Anthony, did he score? Because he's been scoring quite a lot recently, hasn't he?
Last reload.
Don't know whether you should buy a new CPU just for this game. I mean, it's not... What CPU do you currently have? Love my ultra-wide videos.
I'll handle the terminal.
I don't, as in, like, I don't have any ultra-wide. Not in, like, ultra-wide format.
Progress logged.
Thanks for watching the videos, though. I'm assuming you mean when it's like uploaded in ultra wide. I don't think do I have any videos like that? I think the highest res I've got is maybe 8K. But I don't think I have any like ultra wide reses. Unless maybe I did it ages ago, but I don't remember. Anthony didn't score. But God, if Chelsea lose that... Oh, it's just a shame I don't know any Chelsea fans, though. Where is the game? What stadium? Might be worth, if I go back to... I want to have a look at ultra quality and stuff as well. It's probably not going to look great if we switch everything back to the max. Oh, I still need to check this out. You know what? I'm going to do the async compute now. 134. What does async compute do to our... Oh, I get higher FPS. We should have switched that off. I mean, it's not obviously a massive difference, like maybe 5 or 6 FPS. Average.
Calling down objective equipment.
So bear that in mind too. It says the description of it there is some systems may see a performance boost, so maybe test it out and see. Some maybe it'll drop your FPS, others maybe you'll gain a bit.
Calling down fortifications.
I'm so far away. Oh no, I'm not that far.
Requesting orbital. Launch total 3. I got the terminal.
I think, yeah, again, ultra quality like looks okay, but it's going to probably start looking quite bad again the more you drop it down. Even like balanced, like probably looks quite bad.
New mag. I'm on the terminal.
Async and yeah, it seems like actually that's maybe better to have that off for our usage. It seems like our usage holds a little bit higher with that off. God, this looks blurry though.
I'll handle the terminal.
You have accomplished Liberty's will. Extracted your discretion.
Tagging map. Northwest. Far.
Do I use VSync? Not really, no. I normally don't have it on just because it caps my FPS if I'm trying to test stuff. I don't get screen tearing though on this monitor like at all, so I don't really need it on.
Dropping a pin. East. On my
So
position.
like there's not really any downside for when I'm testing stuff.
I found something.
Don't gain that much FPS really, going to balanced. And it looks absolutely horrendous.
Liberty leap.
Cool little swamp area though. You switched from a 4070, nice. Did you sell the 4070? Let me switch this back because I mean the quality looks so bad. looks so blurry with that.
Calling down a sentry.
Calling down fortifications.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Gave it to your kid. Damn, that's a good parent right there. How on earth am I still alive? I got blown onto... Oh, it might be the end now. What on earth? I got blown onto a mine and the mine blew up and I somehow survived. Right, I'm gonna drop a big boy. Where are they? Hello?
Requesting air support.
Oof.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Throwing grenade.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates.
Sending in an eagle.
Might as well chuck everything we got.
Requesting orbital strike.
Firing orbital strike.
New mag.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent. Democracy prevails once more.
Freedom wins again.
Right. That's going to be it for me. I need to head off and actually do some
Allied destroyer has
interview
squadron.
prep, you know. But
Mission coordinates locked.
I'll try and be back on tomorrow. I think I might I need to finish off the Battlefront 2 install. I might try and check that out because that's been forever since I played it. And it might be interesting. That's I think that's Frostbite engine, isn't it?
Hellpod launch.
It is, yeah. I don't know if I've seen Frostbite with this CPU. It might be interesting to see because I know that game game engine's absolutely brutal on CPUs. Or no, I think I might have seen it Battlefield 2042 actually. I can't remember though off the top of my head what it was like. So yeah, maybe try and I'll get that download finished and try and go live tomorrow. Similar time should be, so make sure you subscribe if you're not already. You see when I go live. It's capped at 200 FPS. You might be able to uncap it because it's probably the same as Battlefield.
Hellpod launch.
Battlefield
suspended.
1 and 5. Oh my god, it's put me in another game. I'm gonna have to leave. Yeah, I think it's the same as Battlefront 1 and 5, so you might be able to uncap it, because you can uncap those. What's going on here? I can see myself, like, look, underneath the glitching out. But anyway, yeah, I'll try and go live probably about 6 PM UK time. I normally try and go live, so have a good evening. I hope Chelsea lose, we'll see. And I'll catch you tomorrow.